Hello everyone, this is Catherine from Catherine's Granny Squares. I'm in my craft room talking to you today. I've come round the other side just for a different view, make a change. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to the new subscribers that have come onto the channel. And sadly, I've lost a couple. I seem to lose a couple, gain, lose, gain, lose. I'm not quite sure whether people don't realise that you don't have to pay, or simply that they like to dip in and out, and you do get that on YouTube, I know. But welcome to the new subscribers. Yay, you're very welcome. So today I want to show you what I decided to make. This is just because I got my new magazine. I'll just show you. It's Inside Crochet magazine. I know it all comes mirror image, and I'm not quite sure how to rectify that, but it's called Inside Crochet, and it's for a little bib. So I've got two little granddaughters, and I'll show you what I've done. I think it's so cute. I've never made a bib or even thought about making a bib before. It's a little dribble bib, what I'd call a designer bib, one you put on, you know, to get dressed up really. But I think being made with cotton, and I made it with this this one. It's Drops Paris. They don't have names, they have colour numbers, and this is 64. I use this make of yarn a lot. It will wash well, I know, because I use this brand to make my dishcloths, and they get washed, etc., rinse, washed. So I think it will be practical. I've only put one button on, but I think I might, when I try it on my little granddaughter, put another button to maybe make it a bit like maybe that size. I don't know, I'll have to try and see how it looks on her. But I want to say, before I go any further, let's acknowledge the name of the bib is Ashi's Bib, and the designer, and I hope I'm going to pronounce this right, Charlotte, that's the easy bit, and it's Kofoed Westh. I hope that's correct, but it's in Inside Crochet, and I apologise if I haven't pronounced the name correctly. It's quite a hard name. I haven't done all of the pattern where it's got the bobble stitch, because I felt when I got to this stage in the proceedings that was going to be the right size. It's like that ridge, like the mountain ridge texture of the shawl I'm making. I love it. As I say, I never thought about making a bib, but I got the magazine through the door, and then I looked through it and I thought, that's a small project, I'll have a go. But what I wanted to say as well, and this is quite significant for me at the moment, the button, I don't know if you can see that a bit clearer, is actually from my mum's collection. My mum has been gone now for a few years, and when she passed, my sister, who does sew, but she's not into craft as much as me, she let me have the button collection that my mum had, her button box, the knitting needles, crochet hooks, and the sewing box. You can just see it up here. Where is it? Oh, it's there because it's mirror image, isn't it? It's up here behind me. See, if I look at that now, it's up there. This is what I'm saying. If anybody technical out there can show me how to make these mirror images not appear. It doesn't really matter for the person, but when you're trying to show anything, like this cup, for example, I'm going off on a tangent, I'll come back in a minute. There we are. Now, that's probably going to be mirror image as well. It actually says the world's coolest granny. Oh. So anyway, where was I? I went off on a tangent then. Yes, the button box. So anyway, I have got my own buttons and my mum's, and I had to get rid of her box, which is actually an old tin, which was an old tin. It was very rusty. So I've joined both collections together. I'm not going to tip it too much, don't want them all over the floor. But anyway, that's my buttons plus my mum's. And I did give my sister some buttons back because I felt she should have them for sentimental reasons, and she did want them. I tend to use my mum's buttons for projects, and I just feel because this bib will be going to one of the granddaughters, or they'll probably share it knowing them until I make another one. I feel it's quite nice that that bit of fluff from the wool has gone on the bib. And also, when I said about symbolic, it will be the anniversary of my mum's birthday and my dad's actually this month. So I feel it's quite apt that I've made this just on, I didn't even mean to do it. It was just, I got the magazine through, I've made this and I put one of my mum's buttons in. I feel that's all very symbolic, and, you know, I just do. I mean, I'm like that. I do think of things along those lines. Also, I must show you, when I went to sew the button on, I also inherited, as I say, some of my mum's, like the sewing box, etc., and other craft supplies. This old cotton reel, Dewhurst, it says on it, Silco, cotton thread. I don't even know that it's still in existence. So I just love the old, like the old cotton reels, the old hooks, anything old, actually, I quite like it. I do remember once on a trip up to the Lake District, they actually had the original reels from the old mills, and I'm not talking little reels, like the big ones, and they were selling them. People buy them. It's quite a thing that people do, buy them, for collectors. So I was going to tell you about the bib. I was going to tell you about my mum's button collection, and the phrase. It's just something I thought about doing. Also, I've been doing a bit more of the Mountain Ridge shawl. Let me just get that. It's got caught up here. Just one moment. Oh, it has got caught up in the bib. There we go, got it. Now, I did show you this before, but I love this. This is by Winding Road Crochet. Obviously, I'm not going to be wearing it now. We're getting into spring. Well, we are in spring, although you wouldn't know it with some of the weather we've been having. Today's not too bad. Thunder and lightning the other day. So that will be ready for next, probably the autumn time, I would have thought. It's actually made with Dreamcatcher yarn. I did say that before. You can still get it Stylecraft said on Wool Warehouse, which is where I got that from. It's only got a small percentage of wool in. I haven't got the label here, but I can tolerate that small percentage. Anything with a large percentage of wool, I can't tolerate because I have eczema. I've also done the other cuff on my niece's cardigan. So that is the ribbon done on both cuffs. Next will be the band, and I have decided that I will do a band, not a button band, just a band all the way around, and I made that decision. I wasn't sure, and I've decided I am going to do that, although I did actually buy buttons particularly for the cardigan. I've since decided I will do it. I've got a cardigan, not a handmade one, a shop bought one, that's got a band all the way around. I'm going to model this on that cardigan, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. I always find wearables a bit of a challenge, so I'll look at the pattern and see what I can do, and if I can't do it, I will ask for help. So I've done that. I've done a bit more of the top panel, that Darling Bud's top, but I haven't done much of that, and obviously my blanket I showed last time. I think that's all I wanted to say, apart from I did try and do this video earlier, but I've got a new phone and it just did not seem to work out very well at all. So I'm hoping this one does, and hopefully therefore you'll see it if it does. As I said before, I'm in the craft room. This was my eldest son's bedroom, and then he went off to uni, and when he came back for visits, etc., he said, Mum, you've waited such a long time for a craft room. As long as I've got somewhere to sleep. So we had a futon, but now when he comes to visit, he doesn't stay in this room. He stays in one of the other spare rooms. So I'm hoping, as you know, we are moving. And I'm hoping in the new property, the one that we hope to get, I will be able to have a craft room. I have got a room earmarked for that. My husband did say when we started looking at properties, that is one of the what was I going to say, specifications, that he did want me to have a craft room. And the fact I've waited so long to have this one, and the property that we hope to have, that has got a room which, my husband said, this could be your craft room. Yes, let's hope so. Fingers crossed. And I think that's all I've got to say. I've just felt today I wanted to come on to show you this bit. I just feel, because we're coming up to the anniversary of my mum's birthday, I just feel symbolic that I had no intention of making a bib. I have got so many projects on the go. I don't need to do another one. You all know that. We all know that. We're all the same, But when I saw that, I just thought, no, I'm going to have a go at that. As I say, I haven't done the bobble stitch because I feel this will be the nice size for my granddaughter. And I just felt it was symbolic. The fact I have made this and then gone into the button box, and it's this time of the year. I just felt I'd want to share all that with you today. So let's hope this is suitable with this new camera. It's not an expensive phone or anything like that, but the camera is super duper on. It picks up everything I don't want it to pick up. So anyway, let's hope it's picked up what I want it to pick up and you get to see this. Hope to see you all soon. Bye for now. This is Catherine from Catherine's Granny Squares. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.